up, y'all? It's your girl Ish, and I'm back with another video. Today's video will be a lock update. I have some really big news to share with y'all, and if you read the thumbnail as well as the title of the video, then you kind of know what I'm about to talk about. But if you want to know why and what happened, stay tuned. Y'all, so we back. I got some big news, a little bit to share with y'all. Some of y'all may be disappointed in what I'm about to share with y'all. Some of you who follow me on Instagram, you already know what I'm about to show you guys, what we're going to talk about, and all of that good stuff, because I shared it on Instagram before I came here. So on Christmas Day, I decided to comb my locks out. I know, go ahead. I know, y'all. 14 months into my lock journey, okay? I had went through combining. Y'all watch my combine video where I combine the locks in the front. I even cut them before I combed them out, which I could have just combed them out if I combed my whole head out, but I digress. Cut the locks, combed them out the rest of the way, put the hair where I wanted it to go, because my locks in the front were really small and it bothered me. Now I know, we all know, locks are not going to be the same size. I get it. However, the size difference was so extreme to me. This is my head, these are my locks. It was too vast of a difference, and I couldn't fade it. Like, I couldn't stop obsessing over it. The ones in the back, I showed y'all in other videos. I will insert some pictures at some point so y'all can see, you know, exactly what I'm talking about. But the ones in the back here, it was like 4 in particular. And then these ones in the front that I combined, and even these 2 right here that were right above my ears. They were so small, y'all. Like, everybody that I told, you know, how I was feeling, like, you know, I think I want to comb my locks out. And they're like, no, like, I don't see, your locks look fine. They all look the same. To you, like, to you, they look the same. To you, they look perfect. To you, they were fine. I should have left them alone. I had already come a whole year out and all of that. But to be honest with y'all, in the beginning of my journey where my edges came out, I think that kind of affected the growth of my locks from that point. So with me losing the amount of hair that I lost in my edges, it caused those locks to be thin. Granted, I didn't have that hair loss in the back, but my hair texture back here, as well as up here, especially in this section, the curl pattern is a lot looser there. So that affected my locks from that point. So as they continue to grow and mature, that hair that was gone, it was about this much from my hairline back that was gone. So that amount of hair was missing, which caused them to be so skinny. Now, I could have left them alone, and I could have let the combined hair, you know, work its way through as they grow out. Yes, I could have. But I was tired of looking at them. Like, y'all don't understand, because you don't know me in real life, right? Now, I am a perfectionist. I obsess. So if things aren't perfectly even or symmetrical or the same, especially something that I can control, then I have a problem. Like, I need everything to be even. I need everything to be fair. I need, you know, stuff needs to be as symmetrical as I can get it to be. With that being said, because my locks were so uneven to me, okay, they had to go. So outside of, you know, the sizing and all of that, I was happy with this this part of my hair. So this section in here, they were perfect. They were fine. Some of them weren't even. So there was the same number on each side, you know, as we went around. But the ones on this side of my head were thicker than this side. And then as I looked at how I parted them, it was like slightly a little bit more hair in the square on this side than this side. So I was thinking about that. I have a weak spot in my hairline right about here. It's been like that my whole life, where the hair really doesn't grow all the way to the front of my hairline. So it's kind of like thin right there. And I put 2 locks there. I should have put a part there. But I put 2 locks there, and they kind of were, you know, they were doing something strange. These ones at my temples, the hair at the very front, because again, my hair had broken off so bad. When it grew back, it was short. So even after all of this time, it wouldn't stay in the lock. And then when I would try to like pull it or twist my lock close to the front and pull back kind of like and clip it, it would be a lot of tension there. So, you know, after all this time, I'm thinking like, what can I do? How can I fix them? Girl, do you want to start all over? Are you going to comb your locks out? That's the biggest question. That's the question. Are you really going to sit here and comb your hair out? As thick as your locks are and as condensed as they were, are you going to comb them out? Do you have the patience to comb them out? Because I thought I didn't. Which is what I said in the combining video. I didn't have the patience to comb my locks out, which is why I cut them to make a drastic change really quickly to what I thought I wanted. Okay? Christmas Day, well, Christmas night, it was around 8:30. I'm sitting on the couch, and I just said, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it right now. I'm going to comb my locks out. And I started with this one that was right here. It was so easy. Let me show you what I used. So this is the comb. This is the comb that I used to start my locks. This is the comb I used to comb out my locks. I used this end, and I slowly picked at the end of the lock and worked my way up. As much as my locks looked like the 2-strand twist pattern had disappeared, as I started combing them out, it was unraveling like a 2-strand twist. Some of the ones on the sides, like especially right up in here, as the 2-strand part was coming out as I was combing it, it was 2 locked pieces. So these locks on the side were kind of like wider at the bottom, and then they went skinny up at the top. And again, I kind of equate that to having the hair loss in the beginning. So, you know, it kind of was weird, but those locks, it was like 2 solid locks together as I was combing them out. The back section of my hair, those 2 back rows, I had 8 locks. It took me 1 hour to comb out 8 locks in the back. They weren't as big as the ones in this area, so I say that's why, you know, it was as fast as it was, but I was hopeful. So I kept working, and Christmas night I worked up until, what time did I stop? I stopped at 1 o'clock in the morning. No, 2. I stopped at 2 a.m. So I worked for 6 hours, I combed out 10 locks total. I'm lying. 12 locks, because that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I combed out 12 locks on Christmas. So the next day, which was the 26th, I worked for 11 hours from 1 p.m. to midnight. And I got this whole side and 2 rows in the back. So I still had another 2 and then this top section. So the last day I worked for 6 hours, and I got this front section and the rest of them done. So it took me a total of 22 hours, 5 hours the first day, 11 hours the second day, 6 hours the third day. But technically I count that as 2 days, because from Christmas to the 26th and then 26th to the 27th, that's 2 days. 22 hours to comb my locks out. And I'm gonna show y'all what my hair looks like now that it's been combed out. And please forgive me, y'all, if I seem like I'm talking really fast. I just don't want this video to be 18 hours long, and I've already been talking to y'all for like 10 minutes, just about, maybe, give or take. So anyway, let me show you what, okay, so actually I'm gonna show you the combed out hair. In this bag is the hair that I combed out of my locks. Again, note, no buildup was in any of my locks. So all of my locks were clean. So yeah, that's good news. But this is all of the hair that I combed out. Doesn't it look like a lot? Guys, all of this hair, all of it, okay? It's so much hair. I wonder if I could sell it. You think somebody would buy my hair, y'all? Make some lock extensions? Nah, don't nobody want this. I'm keeping it. It's in this bag where it's gonna stay. So that's the combed out hair. Now I'm gonna show y'all what's up underneath of this. No, these are not starter locks. These are just twists that I did, and I need to wash my hair. Jesus, don't mind a little dry scalp. These are just the twists that I put in as I was undoing each section. My ends need to be clipped. They are in rough shape, but let me turn around. So here we are. I'm going to wash and condition my hair and give myself a nice treatment. And the good news to all of this is I am starting over. So I'm starting over. I didn't comb them out to be a loose natural. 2 reasons. 1, I hate detangling hair, mine or anybody else's. And 2, regardless of all that hair that I just showed y'all, that I combed out of my locks, you still see how thick and how much hair I still have on my head. I'm not gonna deal with combing this every day, trying to style it. None of that, I'm not doing it. So I am going to relock my hair, and I'm going to start on my birthday, which is January the 3rd. So I have a few days left. Today is the 29th. I have a few more days to, you know, take care of my hair and cater to it and trim my ends and all of that before I start over. I still want to stay in the 40 lock count range. I started with 46 my last set, no, 54, went down to 46 due to the thinning. And then from 46, when I did what I did up here, took it to 43. So I figure if I have maybe between 36 and 42 locks, that number is symbolic to me. Well, those numbers rather, 3 and 6 have meaning because those 2 individually mean something to me. And then 42, 4 and 2 equals 6, and 6, like with 36, has meaning. So I'm gonna try to do it one or the other. Haven't figured out which one. I'm gonna map it out and figure out how I'm gonna do it. I don't know if I'm gonna do square parts again. I don't know if I'm gonna attempt to do C-shaped parts. I don't know if I'm gonna attempt to do diamond parting because I've never done that on my own head. So I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty meticulous when it comes to trying to part evenly. Like I said, even though my locks look good, there were slight, very, very minute differences which made them different in size, which I didn't like. So I'm going to try my best to get it right this time because I'm still not paying someone to start them. I'm going to start them on my own. And I'll come back to y'all on my birthday to show you how they turned out. I hope this video isn't a disappointment to those of you who followed me because you wanted to continue to watch my lock journey. Stay here. We got another one coming. Positive vibes. This one's going to be better than the last one. Now, this, of course, will be my third set of locks that I'm going to be starting. My third set on the 3rd. That's a thing. 3 years after I cut my first set. Interesting. I hope y'all like this video. I'll see y'all, like I said, on my birthday when I have completed them. And there y'all have it. I retained my length. My locks are gone. And that is that. Rant over. You see what happened? I have nothing else to report at the moment. So you guys have a good night, a good week. Be good to each other. Take care. I'll see you guys later. Bye.